Hello, I'm Jacqueline Ortiz, the Self-Love Diva, and this is Self-Love Diva tip number 3. Actually, number 4, which follows number 3, duh. Anyway, number 3, I'm going to put the link below so that way you can follow up and catch up on that one. So number 3 is a real quick recap. Number 3 is where you get to choose a way of being, how you want to step in the world, who you want to become. And what you do is, recap. I am. You start with I am always, because I am, whatever you say after I am, you're claiming it. You're identifying with that way of being. So you start off always with I am, then pick 3 or 4 ways of being. Hint, hint, they're usually adjectives. So like I am fearless, unstoppable, confident, courageous, loving, powerful, pathetic, whatever it is you want to feel and want to be a way of being. And then you pick a noun, which is a way of being, such as woman, entrepreneur, philanthropist, visionary, mom, wife, whatever it is. And you put it all together, and that is your new way of being. So anyway, that's a quick recap from Self-Love Diva tip number 3, which is my ongoing series that I'm doing now. But anyway, so for instance, I am a courageous, loving, powerful, joyful leader. I am a playful, outgoing, optimistic, joyful woman, or whatever it is, confident, unstoppable, whatever you choose. So pick the way of being, then noun again. So once you have all that done, again, I'm going to put a link to number 3 below so you can get a better checkout, slower process. But anyway, in the meantime, so let's say you already picked your Just Be Me, which is part of my Self-Love Mastery course, which I just launched. So this is one of the exercises we do. So Just Be Me. Once you pick out who you want to be, who you want to become, then you get to really add emotion, anchor it in. Anchoring is a process in neuro-linguistic programming, which is NLP. So anyway, anchoring is when you associate, you anchor something in, and you associate an emotion, something, into your way of being. So you're going to associate, anchor it in, into your brain, into your neurons, to really embed it in there. Anyway, so this is how it goes. What you do is you get to really step into that emotion, the way you want to feel. And the more intensity, the more emotion, the better. And once you get yourself really psyched up, let's say you want to feel fearless or unstoppable, confident, you could put on some really high, powerful, empowering music, really loud, and get into the emotion. If you want to be joyful and playful and silly, whatever it is you want to be like that, let's say, you could put on TV some kind of comedy and start cracking up and laughing. Add emotion, whatever it is to get you into that peak state emotion of how you want to be. And once you do that, you create some kind of motion that you're always going to do with the same amount of pressure in the same exact way and place you do it. For instance, some people like to just clap or like, yes, or whatever, which is awesome. I have some of those too. The only thing with that is if you're driving and you're going like this, kind of challenging, depending what you're doing. If you're at work, you can't just drop everything, go, yes. But those are really good ones. I have that for other things too. But I would encourage you the first time to start with something discreet. That way you can fire off anywhere. In traffic, you can do it anywhere. So in the bank line, supermarket line, the kids are screaming, you could just do it discreetly. So here we go. So what you do is you anchor. So let's say you get into the peak state of whatever it is, you get into emotion. Yeah, rah, 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 rah. And let's say, for instance, you take, let's say, 2 fingers and you put it right behind your ears. And you can discreetly put some kind of pressure, whether it's soft, whether it's higher. And just remember the spot you do it, because you always want to be setting off the same motion to set off the same emotion. So you anchor it in. So get back into it. You do that a few times. You get really into the state, the emotion. Yeah, rah, rah, whatever it is. You feel fearless, feel confident, feel unstoppable, feel whatever it is way of being, and then anchor it in. And just let yourself feel those emotions, those ways of being, and really get into it. The more emotion, the more you set the emotion into emotion, and the more you get to link, associate the emotion with the motion, with the anchoring, and your brain to your neurons, it really gets embedded. So that way your way of being becomes natural rather than something you have to just methodically say affirmations. This is an awesome way to just fire it up. So then once you have anchor a few times, so your brain has associated, your neurons has associated the emotion with the motion. So now what you do is, let's say a few days later, a few weeks later, whatever it is, you're stuck in traffic or the kids are screaming, your boss is yelling at you, whatever it is, and you want to feel fearless, unstoppable, and confident, you want to feel happy, optimistic, or whatever your way of being is, you just go like this and you fire it off. And that's why it's great to be discreet with it, because, like, for instance, my boss or a friend or a stranger or anything could be screaming or yelling or going off or whatever. And I could just be like, and setting off and feeling amazing on the inside and just step into my way of being. And that is a superpower for you to tap into. So again, just be me, anchored in the more emotion in the motion, the more the peak state, the more your brain associates it. And then you get to feel even more awesome when you fire off. And by firing off the anchor, it's just basically going back to the same exact motion that you set the anchor at. Same exact thing, you fire off and just let yourself be immersed in that amazing emotion of being who you always want to be. Because guess what? Now you get to become that. You get to step into it. And that's like a little way of just cutting corners and just getting straight to the emotion when you really want to just juice up your life. So anyway, oh, and I launched my self-love mastery course. So I'm going to put a link below so you can check out my course, see how you like it. And if you like this video, please like, share, and comment. And I love you. Namaste.